Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurifadi Binti Alias. My matric card number is F18A0186 and I am student from Bachelor of Applied Science Husbandry Science with Honours. My supervisor's name is Dr. Nur Hanan Binti Abdul Rahman. So I am going to present my final year project presentation entitled Effects of Breadfruit Flour Artocarpus Altilis on proximate analysis, colour and textural properties on chicken patty. So my project presentation will contain all in the table of contents. First of all, for research background. For breadfruit is known as sukun in Malaysia and is a species of flowering tree in mulberry and jackfruit Artocarpus heterophyllus and family Moraceae. So the genus Artocarpus actually contains about 50 species and mostly species are native to Asia and 15 produce audible starchy fruit. So the sweet and ripe breadfruit is eaten as a dessert and the fruit can be roasted, boiled, dried, pickled, while slices can be dried or stored in brine. In Malaysia, breadfruits were being produced and sold as chips. After that, in meat-based food products, there are processed meat products have higher calories than chicken meat patty, and it sometimes contains a lot of chemicals such as food preserve. Hence, the sensory evaluation such as standardized of a meat patty actually depends on the flour used. So there are various methods home cooks use to tenderize the meat to make it easier to chew and good texture, and one of the methods is by using flour. So as in February of 2016, breadfruit flour received generally recognized as safe status, thus opening the possibility of using the flour as an ingredient for North American food market. Here we go through the problem statements of these projects. So according to Jason L. Last 2009, several studies have linking the health concerns and fat content to the beef demand. So Kanakin et al. Also found that health information related to cholesterol had a significantly larger effect than relative cost versatilities and promoting on meat requests. So products by fat meats have become popular with increasing awareness of a healthy diet on consumers. So poultry meat, known as low in fat content and fewer calories, is a healthier replacement of red meat. So the objective of this project is to determine the proximate composition of chicken patty incorporated with breadfruit flour, and also to determine the color and texture properties of chicken patty cooperated with breadfruit flour. We go through the literature review of this project. So first of all, breadfruit produces abundant of nutritious fruit as it is high in carbohydrates, low in fat, protein, and a good source of minerals such as iron, vitamins, especially niacin, riboflavin, and also pro and vitamin A. After that, chicken is the second staple food after rice, which provides a source of protein necessary for Malaysian diet. So the price of chicken is cheaper than beef and pork. So the chicken price has been consistent in Malaysia. Breadfruit flour are also gluten-free, which may be useful for people who have a certain disease such as celiac disease or choose not to consume gluten. So gluten-free products are often expensive, and providing an opportunity for gluten-free flours such as breadfruit to be used as a cheaper alternative. So breadfruit flour could be used in processed meat products as a replacement in soy ingredients, which are allergens and produce products with unfavorable visual and sensory properties when used at high inclusion levels. After that, for healthy meat products, people nowadays are concerned about their health and tend towards healthier food products for consumption. Besides that, the meat product will be considered as unhealthy food by people since meat products contain high fat content. After that, the methodologies used in this project. First of all, sample preparation. Fresh breadfruit was purchased from Selangor, and all the ingredients to make a chicken patty were both from supermarket near University of London. So the breadfruit flour were prepared by thawing and drying it overnight with 61 degrees Celsius in food dehydrated, and then we'll be grinding and sieving to turn it become powder. After that, development of chicken patty, the minced meat was mixed with all the ingredients in the table of formulation after this slide as accordingly, and was with 70 grams manually and stamped into a petri dish. For cooking of the chicken patty methodologies, the frozen chicken patties were thawed at room temperature for 2 hours, and then the chicken patty was cooked on one side for 4 minutes using a non-sticky ceramic fry pan with medium fryer without use any cooking oil. As for the texture of profile analysis, the study was performed using a texture analyzer, TAXT2, and the profile parameters of the chicken patty with breadfruit flour texture were determined and interpreted following description, which are hardness, cohesiveness, gumminess, and chewiness. For color analysis, the result of lightness, redness, and yellowness were collected using a Minolta CR400 thermometer. After that, analyzing of moisture, protein, and fat in proximate composition of the breadfruit flour and the chicken patty using the method described by AOAC methods, and the analysis was carried out in duplicates. First of all, for color analysis in uncooked
level of ripeness in the 4 samples of uncooked chicken patty. While for cooked chicken patty, the color analysis shown that there is no significant difference between the redness and the yellowness. However, there is also significant difference in lightness, which the effects of the color analysis on cooked chicken patty. So this significant reduction in the lightness value as a result of breadfruit flour addition could possibly. In texture profile of cooked chicken patty, there was a statistically significant difference in gumminess and chewiness of the cooked chicken patty. The chicken patty with no breadfruit flour had highest mean of chewiness and gumminess between the 4 samples. So according to Reagan 2018, the breadfruit has lower fat content than the potato and wheat. While for texture profile analysis in uncooked chicken patty, the addition of breadfruit flour in uncooked chicken patty did affect the hardness and gumminess, as there were statistically significantly difference in both attributes. The texture properties of uncooked chicken patty with no breadfruit were less hard, chewy, and gummy. After that, we go to the proximate analysis. First of all, the moisture content. The moisture content in the breadfruit flour incorporated with chicken patty showed that there was statistically significant difference between the chicken patty samples. Moisture content was as determined by one-way ANOVA. After that, the chicken patty with 100% of breadfruit flour has lower moisture content than the chicken patty with no addition of breadfruit flour. So, according to the previous study, the moisture content lessons with increase in level of addition showed the certainty of extending the lifespan. So according to Curry et al., the breadfruit flour had a great storage potential within the range of moisture content implied. So it may not have adverse effect on the quality characteristic of the product, and this value is minimum. The one-way ANOVA obtained the data and revealed that the percentage of fat in the samples were significantly different and at percentage of fat, and the chicken patty was significantly different at P less than 0.05. So the chicken patty with 100% of breadfruit flour has the lowest values, which means it has the lowest fat content between the samples. So some of the chicken patty had high moisture content were considered having low fat content. There is no significant difference of crude protein between chicken patty with no breadfruit flour and chicken patty with 100% of breadfruit flour. But chicken patty with 100% of breadfruit flour had higher protein content than chicken patty with no breadfruit flour. Breadfruit provide high protein content than white potato and white rice, according to Reagan DA 2011. In conclusion, patty incorporated with breadfruit have higher protein and lower fat content in both cooked and uncooked chicken patty. Breadfruit flour can act as binder in incorporation of chicken patty and also can be good replacer as meat binder to other plant binders. The soy ingredients could be replaced by breadfruit as it's free from gluten, and using of breadfruit in future could enhance quality, characteristic, and nutritional values. Here are the references I used in this project, and thank you for watching.